93, 102, 107, 119, 119. Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna go through kind of the overview of the whole experience, what kind of stuff I did at the Porsche Experience Center, and then just an overview of the Porsche Taycan Turbo S. Unfortunately, they don't let you bring your own GoPro in. They don't even have like the option for them to film it and you to buy it. So I don't have any footage of me driving from the inside. Luckily, my lovely girlfriend was able to take some video from the balcony, which is what you're gonna see. It's cool over there. They have a bunch of level 2 and DC fast chargers. So we went to the lobby, checked in, just kind of the basic waiver, liability kind of stuff. We had reservations for the restaurant, so we were able to eat before the whole driving part. And man, that burger is so good. They have a few options on their menu. It's a little bit pricey, but it's really good food. And we were able to sit outside. Their COVID measures were really good, and we were able to watch the cars while we ate. And then the time came to meet my instructor. I met him inside. They even have, it's nice, they even have the little spots on the ground for where the instructor stands and where I stand so that we're distanced. And then he explained kind of the basic overview of what we were gonna do. And then we went to the car. He kind of explained the basics of the car. We set my seat position and all that. And then we were off. So the first thing we did was the main course. And I guess this is kind of replicating a mountain road, has lots of twists and a couple, straightaways. And the first time we went through, we were in normal mode as opposed to sport or sport plus. And he was in a lead car and I followed him. Normally he would sit in the passenger seat and direct me, but since we are in COVID times, I have a radio and he's able to talk to me. I'm not able to talk to him, but I could flash my high beams to say yes if he asked me a yes or no question. And then the hazards were either for no or emergency if I were to pull over and have my hazards that signals to him there's a problem. So we went on that main course once nice and slow to show me where the turning points are, where the braking points are, and the apexes, stuff like that. And then we went a couple more times and each time got a little faster, a little faster. Traffic started building up because it's not just me on the track, there's other people doing different cars. So that was kind of starting to catch up. So we got off that part and then went to the little circle donut that is wet and you're supposed to experience loss of traction. So we go there, I have traction control on, and we're just taking it easy, going around in a circle, and then he instructs me to kind of blip the throttle to kind of feel what it's like when the rear end loses traction. So we do that a few times, and this is actually the first time that I was in a car that lost traction. I have thankfully never hydroplaned or anything like that. So that was fun. That was fun to feel that kind of drift. So after I get a feel for it, we pull over, I turn traction control off, and then the fun begins. It's a real big difference. This was the first time for me to feel the difference of what happens when traction control is off. So it definitely makes a difference. The car spins a lot, so much easier with it off. And then it was just from there getting a feel for counter steering, not putting too much steering input, putting enough throttle to keep it going. The goal is to kind of have the car just drift in a circle. I don't think I ever successfully was able to do a full kind of lap there, but I was able to get it going for a little bit. I feel like if he were next to me, it would have been easier for me to have instruction, to ask questions, and to get that going a little bit faster. But, did what I could with what I had, and it was a ton of fun. So from there, we moved on to this, again, another slippery surface. This time you go straight, and the goal is to continue to go straight after this mechanism kicks the rear of your car one way or another. And now it's random, so you don't know which way it's gonna go, and you have to counter and try to continue to go straight. And this was a good lesson in looking where you wanna go. With this exercise, it definitely made a difference to look straight ahead. Wherever the kick plate kicked me, I counter and then keep on looking straight, maintain throttle, and then that would set you to go straight. The first couple times, they tell you to enter at a certain speed, so I'm looking down at the speedometer, and I think I probably forgot to keep my eyes up, and so the car would spin. So the first couple times I spun out, but I was able to get it to go straight and get a feel for that whole situation. And that was a lot of fun, and I think that's a really good lesson in how to maintain control, maintain calm, and to look where you want to go. That section of the track was definitely something that you can apply in real life. So next we went to a kind of autocross section. I don't have any pictures of this one because it was kind of way in the back, but basically if you've ever seen an autocross course, a bunch of cones, this particular one had a slalom, a like decreasing radius turn, another kind of quick turn, and then a quick stop section. And then launch control. I was able to launch it a few times in that particular section, but here's my reaction to the first time launching the car.
Brace your head, 3, 2, 1, off the brake, go.
Oh, holy f***! Oh my god!
Hard brake, and accelerate tight.
Woohoo!
And that is launch control.
Oh, shit.
As you can hear, my mind was blown. I was also a little scared, but that fear went away real quick. The second, third, fourth, fifth time was just a blast. This was the first car I've ever done launch control in. I've seen, of course, tons of videos of people launching the Taycan, tons of videos of people launching Porsches and Lamborghinis and all sorts of things, right? I knew what to expect, but I had no idea what to expect. Basically, the first second was like normal, this is fun acceleration, like, cool, this is awesome.
Oh, holy f***!
The next second was like, oh shit, I don't think this is supposed to do what this is doing.
Oh my god!
And just kind of basically mind-blowing of how quick I was going. So I think in the audio, it's gonna sound like something's wrong. I think my brain was just not comprehending what was happening. But it was totally safe. I was able to get the car to a nice quick stop right after, and it was just so much fun. After that little autocross section, we went to a big straightaway, and it's basically, I don't know exactly how long, maybe a quarter mile of straight. Then it makes a banked U-turn, which was a lot of fun. And then we were able to do that, I think, 3 times. So that was fun. I got the car up to maybe about 120, I think. I have audio of that here. This is how fast I went.
93, 102, 107, 119, 119. Oh, man.
So I went that fast and did it a couple times. It was a lot of fun. So after that, it was just kind of repeat. We did the main course again. The instructor asked after that what I would like to do. I honestly just wanted to launch the car all day, but I figured I wasn't really ever going to get another opportunity to have a controlled wet slide and try to work on that. So I did that a few more times. That was a lot of fun. And then the last thing we did was this polished cement, like tight turn course. It's again supposed to kind of help you figure out what to do when the rear end slides out. That one wasn't quite as fun, and the guy told me that it was really meant more for the mid-engine cars. I think the Taycan's probably a little too big, and the all-wheel drive maybe makes it not quite as fun. But whatever, it was cool. It's cool to experience. So that was the whole driving experience. Now let's talk about the car. Everything is so go, 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 go. I didn't have time to really enjoy the inside of the car much. What I can say is that everything feels premium, which it should. This particular model starts at $180,000 with no add-ons. I'm guessing this one was fully loaded, so who knows how much that is. But yeah, the interior felt amazing. The steering wheel felt nice. Everything, like the turning knob to switch drive modes, just felt premium. The seats were really comfortable. Even the headrest was nice and cushy and comfortable. The displays were cool. I didn't really see, I know that there's like an auxiliary display in the passenger side, never really had to mess with that. Didn't really much look at the display in front of me. Really, it was only during the launch that I was paying attention to that, and during the straight skid section that I was really paying attention to the speed. One time I had to use there's a screen about where your right hand is, and it has the haptic feedback. That was pretty cool, and the haptic feedback was nice. But just overall, it felt like quality stuff. Now, the feel of the car was just amazing. The car is, I guess, around 5,000 pounds. It feels like a big car, but it doesn't feel that heavy. I've driven a Panamera maybe for like 10 minutes, and from what I remember, that thing felt like a boat. You know, it's a big car, and it felt big. This car, I don't know, it doesn't feel small, it doesn't feel big. It's the Goldilocks thing, right? It's just right. The handling is great. It goes from side to side with no problem at all. The brakes were amazing. This had the ceramic brakes. Yeah, I've definitely never experienced braking that good. That was awesome. Felt it most in the slalom section that I talked about. There's a part where you're supposed to go fast, do a quick turn, and then a quick stop, and that's just like, bam, it's stopped. And then, of course, the acceleration.
Oh, f***. Oh my God.
Awesome. Get on the brake, really load it up.
Woo. Oh, shit, man. Wow. Oh, God damn. My eyes are watering.
Just not, I've never experienced something like that in a car. Amazing. It was amazing. That's my experience at the Porsche Experience Center of Los Angeles with the Taycan Turbo S. I had a blast. My instructor, Eric, was great. I actually really want to go back and have an instructor in the passenger seat, especially in the low friction zone things, the donut, to really get better, faster input on what I'm doing wrong and how to improve that. Going there, you know, it's not just fun, but I feel like you learn things that you can apply to your life. So that's great. This was a birthday gift from my girlfriend, which I very, very much appreciate. So yeah, it's a great gift, a great time with your friends if, you know, you guys are into cars. The good thing there too is if you're not into cars, there's a restaurant. The restaurant is delicious, would highly recommend the restaurant. There's a cafe, there's stuff to look at. They have even like simulators. It's more like a video game if you want to do that. I think it's a little bit pricey. I think it's like $50. There are things to do if whoever you're with is out there driving and you don't want to drive. There's stuff to do. Overall, awesome experience. I would totally go back and I would definitely recommend it. So if you're in the LA area, you like cars, check out the Porsche Experience Center of Los Angeles. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.